I am Peter Noonan. I am a rock climber who climbs at Gravity Hamilton. At my age, I feel like I've done more than a lot of people in rock climbing will do, but there's people around the world that have done more than me at a younger age even. I think if I started at like a younger age, my finger strength would be better, but everyone matures at the same age and everyone grows stronger together. I have competed in a lot of competitions, varying of levels. I have done 5 North American Cups to date. There's also a lot of smaller competitions I do. There's local ones at the gym that are every other month, and I usually win those. And the season, we call it, is the youth circuit. So that'll start in October and run till May, and August if you make it to Youth Worlds.
Oh, and then you flip it to an uncling and then move it off?
No, this is just gonna be finished. Do we throw it straight above? Or what should we do?
It's always funny with younger sibling, older brother dynamics. There's always when we first grew up, I always kind of found him annoying. It's just how it is with, I think, most families. But as he matured a little bit and got over some of the more annoying parts of his childhood, I could see him growing up and maturing and becoming his own person, and not just being that person that always wants attention. He's learned to do his own thing, and I can always chat with him. Treat him more as a person, not as just a thing to go have to deal with on the side. When he wanted to start taking his sport more seriously, I wanted to help him in any way I could. I was always trying to do what I could to try and influence him to make correct decisions in terms of diet, things of that sort, and help him out however I could.
Come on, Peter.
My brother wants me to succeed. My brother pushes me to be the best that I can because he wants me to win, and I want to win.
What I try and do is a little bit more of kind of recap what he's been up to in terms of after his competitions.
Whenever I'm not first at a comp, he'll say, "What went wrong?" Because he's not happy that I didn't win. And I want to make my brother happy. He's my big brother.
When I see that he's done for the day, I'll try and give him a call and be like, "Hey, how'd you do? How did you feel that you did? Are you happy with how you did? And can you do something better? What do you think went wrong? Can you improve in a certain way? Did you feel weak in any areas?" And so I try and give him a little bit more of that introspection piece, so that way he can do some self-analysis and try and think about things in a different way, as opposed to just being down on himself if he doesn't do good enough, or maybe cut down that ego a little bit if he did really, really well. So I try and help him that way when I can.
Oh, nice, Peter. Good. Yeah, come on. Let's go.
I've been climbing for almost 8 years now, and I got into it on a cruise ship. I'm a very competitive person who likes to compete against his older brother, and it was one of the few things I'm able to beat him at.
Take your time, Pete.
So there was just this wall there, and we just thought we'd try it out, see how it was. And I was pretty good at it, and I could do climbs that my brother couldn't.
He was having a really, really bad day. I can't remember what had put him down exactly. And we saw this rock climbing wall on the cruise ship, which was something that was kind of surprising. Why is there a rock climbing wall on a cruise ship? I thought, as an older brother, he needs a win to feel better. And so when we went up the wall, we decided to race. And I'm not gonna say that I didn't try, but I am gonna say that I didn't try my hardest. And so he ended up getting to the wall way before I did. And he was really, really happy, really stoked about it. He's super excited on his way down. And from that day on, I think something must have changed in him, because it was probably one of the first few times that he's ever actually beaten me in something. The time we spent with our grandparents was mainly the ones who lived close to us, which was our Baba and Dido, as we called them, which is grandma and grandpa in Ukrainian. And Dido was was a great guiding light in terms of a role model that you'd want to be after. He spent a lot of time with family. This is the thing that he prioritized the most.
I was pretty close with my grandpa. He loved to come to our competitions to support, and we just miss him. He was a great member of the community. I think he'd be pretty happy with how far I've come, but I just wish he could come to more competitions, because I liked seeing him there. I liked just his presence being there, and I feel like he's still there watching.
The shed that we have that Peter climbs at now used to be Dito's garage. After our grandfather passed away, it kind of came into Mom's possession. And so we ended up deciding to turn that into like a workout and climbing wall situation, so that way we could both get stronger in our respective sports. Like, I have the treadmill in there for when I do running in the winter, and he's got the whole half of it for climbing.
Bring your leg over, it pulls your hips closer to the wall, lets you get a little extra reach. So when executed correctly, it's useful sometimes. In very specific. I've made a lot of friends from rock climbing. The climbing community is a community. Everyone's super friendly with each other. Everyone wants to get better. They push each other. At competitions, if you do a climb, then you want the next person after you to do it as well. Climbing is an individual sport, but everyone pushes everyone to get better. It's a big family. One of my best friends is Aiden, and Aiden's a really good climber. It's always good to know what level you're at in comparison to the others. So Aiden I climb with a lot, and Aiden's my benchmark climber that I want to be better than, and we'll push each other to be better. My girlfriend's family actually climbs a lot though. Her dad comes to the gym every day that we train. I'd say she's actually a bit better than me. I'd plan to set at the gym, which is when you make climbs for the public, and maybe coach a little. Just get a little more involved with climbing.
If I were to tell Peter one thing from a mentorship perspective, being hard on yourself is really, really good, because it helps you figure out a lot of your blind spots. It helps you look at areas you can improve. But there's a time to be hard on yourself, and there's a time to appreciate how far you've come.
It's always the goal, just trying to build my own path, pave my way through life, just enjoy the ride. If I were to tell someone who's wanting to get into rock climbing, I'd tell them to just rock climb more. The best way to get better at climbing is to climb. I'd like to see people see how fun rock climbing is. I'd want to see more people in the sport and see how enjoyable it is.